So, traffic generation system, right? You are familiar with in RISE 1, in RISE 2, we talked about RFM, right? The RISE funnel monetization system. This is again a repetition of that. But what you need to understand is now start thinking in parlance of blitzscaling. That means you have to scale your heights. What we did at that point of time is to get you started, right? Do something here, do something there, etc. Now all this works together. Okay, all this, your webinars are working, your emails are throwing up, you're putting various sources into your landing pages or websites, which then result, all these resulting into lead capture, which then you use to filter. That is, you put it into a funnel before monetizing it. A lead might not directly get monetized. What is shown over here is monetization because the ultimate goal is monetization. So you think your lead captures as your monetization mode, but you go through a funneling system first. Okay, and how do you funnel? That is the subsequent topic though. But understand, when you blitzscale, everything is working simultaneously. It's not one at a time. What we did earlier was maybe one thing works, that is you're putting your social media elements into a website or landscape, your landing pages, and you get them to a lead capture mode. You get webinars, maybe that goes also onto your landing page, or you put them directly as a lead capture because of sequence of automation that you put or you not put, you don't know, but that becomes second source. Your email list that has been generated from previous times, or you getting it generated while you're doing your website activities, right? So one of these or two of these are working at that point. Now think everything is working together. So your systems have to be up to the mark for doing that and capable of doing it, right? Tried, tested, and working. Should not, so that it should not happen to a point where you realize later that you're losing out on traffic. Okay, so that is the purpose. Now, what has been covered as we discussed now is the part where some of these elements, right, what we covered now, is your traffic coming from various sources for lead capture. We've not covered webinar, we've not covered how emails are kind of pouring through. But what is discussed as sources right now are these. You're using emails for some activities, right? But email standalone is not been as much talked about right now. What we talked about is that everything is working together, but the sources for specific traffic is mentioned from the covered box. If you see the blue box out there, right, is where you're putting people onto your landing pages using various sources. Okay, those are the sources that were talked about earlier. We'll cover webinar, we cover email, and we cover the funnel system in subsequent ones. Clear? So please, so this particular system was again to refresh your memory of the RFM, and then talking about what that spoke about then, what you should be thinking about now, and how you use the sources for this part of the element of things, and then in the subsequent steps wait for the webinar, how it works and how you scale that, and so the email activities. Okay, on that note, we'll jump to the next one and we go to the pyramid next.